The rainbow trout is an organism belonging to the kingdom Animalia and the phylum Chordata. More specifically, it is a freshwater fish belonging to the Salmonidae family. This includes other trout like brown and brook and, of course, salmon. Rainbow trout can vary in size from less than a pound up to over 20 pounds. Lengthwise, a rainbow trout can vary from about 5 inches all the way up to over 30 inches. An adult is between 20 and 30 inches long, but this varies greatly, especially depending on whether it is a wild or farmed-raised fish. Adult rainbows are generally blue, green, or olive green with heavy black spotting over the length of the body. Adult fish have a broad reddish stripe along the lateral line from the gills to the tail, which is most pronounced in breeding males. This is where the name rainbow trout comes from, and as you can see, they are quite colorful. The rainbow trout is native to cold water tributaries of the Pacific Ocean in Asia and North America, but today they exist virtually all over the world. One interesting thing about the trout in general is that some are wild and some are farm-raised and released into the wild later in life. Rainbow trout spawn in quite an interesting way. The female lays her eggs in a gravelly flat spot in the water, and then the male comes along and releases his sperm on top of the egg. Rainbow trout reproduction does not take part internally at any point. The eggs then hatch in about 4 to 7 weeks into fingerlings. The rainbow will then live an average of 5 to 6 years, all the way up to 11 years. The rainbow trout is a predator. It feeds on insect larvae, adult insects, smaller fish, leeches, and in some parts of the world they even feed on mice. The rainbow trout requires and inhabits cold water habitats. It doesn't have to be flowing, as they often inhabit lakes as well as the typical moving water like creeks and rivers they are known for. The optimum temperature for the rainbow trout to flourish and grow is between 56 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. At temperatures above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, rainbow trout become sluggish and inactive. In regards to human interaction, the rainbow trout is considered to be one of the top 5 game fish by anglers and is a delicacy pretty much everywhere. These two factors are responsible for the distribution of rainbow trout increasing their range around the world. The steelhead shares the same scientific name as the rainbow trout, and there are no major differences between the two. So what makes them different? Most importantly, the steelhead is anadromous, which means it spends most of its life at sea and comes back to the river to spawn. This is different from your average rainbow trout in that they stay in the same freshwater habitat they are born in their whole life. Regular rainbow trout don't migrate. Secondly, the steelhead has much more difficult life. For example, for every 100 that go out to sea in Alaska, only 5 to 10 make it back to their spawning grounds. Appearance-wise, the steelhead tends to be far shinier and larger. Steelhead also have been introduced into the Great Lakes and carry out the same migration cycle there. Finally, the rainbow trout is a unique and beautiful organism, and perhaps most importantly, they are only able to exist in the healthiest, most clean environments. Preserving the areas of the rainbow trout is vital, as they are a true example of clean and wild environment. Thanks for watching.